Hello, first graders. Welcome back. Today we're going to read Chapter 2 of Junie B. First Grader Shipwrecked. Last time we read Chapter 1, and in Chapter 1, it was the first chapter, obviously, because it was Chapter 1, Mr. K. And in Chapter 1, Junie B. Jones noticed that there were a lot of students missing in her class because they were very sick. And then a boy named Roger, he threw up on the floor. And then everybody was concerned about the germs in the air, and they were all holding their noses at the end of the chapter. So now we're going to read Chapter 2, which is called Letting Go. It is not easy to hold your nose and eat a sandwich. You cannot swallow good like that. Also, you can't actually breathe. The reason I know this is because Room 1 kept on holding our noses while we ate lunch. My ears felt blocked when I chewed. I tapped on my friend Herbert. "I am not enjoying my cheese sandwich today," I said. "Me too," said Herb. "I am not enjoying my sandwich too. Plus, I don't even know what I'm eating, 'cause I can't taste what's under the lettuce." I thought for a minute. Then I tapped on him again. "Yeah, what if you're eating something you hate?" I said. Herb thought too. Then he quick put down his sandwich, and he lifted up the bread so both of us could see. We leaned our heads in real close. Lenny and Jose leaned their heads in too. Said Jose. "This is only a guess, but I'm thinking tuna salad." Lenny shook his head. "I'm thinking ham spread." Herb made a face. "I'm thinking I'm done," he said. After that, he got out his apple. He tried to take a bite, only he couldn't actually get his mouth on it, on account of he was still holding his nostrils. Finally, Herbert got frustration in him. "I give up," he grouched. Then he let go of his nose, and he breathed in a big sniff of air. Air," he said. It looked good to do that. I let go of my nostrils and breathed too. Air," I said. Next to me, May's whole mouth came open. She did the cuckoo sign at us. "You two are crazy to do that," she said. "Dirty, nasty germs are getting sucked right up your nose this very minute, I bet." I looked surprised at that news. "Really, May?" I said. "Thank you for telling me that." Then I leaned over next to her, and I breathed out my nose air on her shoulder. "There, all gone." May did a gasp. "Ew, ew, ew," she hollered real loud. Then she jumped right up, and she tattled to Mr. Scary at the front of the table. Mr. Scary, Junie Jones breathed nose air on my shoulder, and now I've got germs on me," she yelled. Mr. Scary kept on eating his lunch. He was pretending May was not there, I believe. May kept on tapping on his arm, and she wiped her shoulder. "Nose air, nose air, nose air," she hollered in his ear. Finally, Mr. Scary stood up real calm, and he walked May back to her seat. "Boys and girls, I know that many of you are still worried about what happened to Roger this morning," he said. "And I promise that we'll talk more about this after recess, okay? But right now, I want all of you to release your nostrils and eat your lunch." He stood there and waited. One by one, all of us let go of our nostrils. Only not Sheldon. Instead, Sheldon ducked his head under the lunch table, and he said he was looking for his pickle. I peeked at him under there, and he was hiding under his napkin, holding his nose. When the bell finally rang for recess, Room 1 was the first class out the door. "Fresh air, fresh air, fresh air!" we shouted very joyfully. Then all of us breathed big snorts of breath, because Roger couldn't have shot his germs all the way outside, probably. After that, we skipped and jumped and clapped and played, except not for Sheldon, and not May. Sheldon sat down and held his nostrils some more. May went to the water fountain and washed her shoulder. And that is the end of Chapter 2. Next time when we read, we're going to start on Chapter 3, which is titled VIRUS, Virus. I wonder what that'll be about. I guess we'll have to find out tomorrow. Thanks for reading with me. See you tomorrow, guys.